Welcome, Becky, to the Love Yourself First show. I'm really pleased to welcome you as a guest today. I know you have a beautiful self-love story, and because of that, you're able to help really a lot of moms. Let's get started. So go ahead and tell us how you started your self-love journey and your self-care journey.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I was a busy mom and I was working 60-hour weeks at this dead-end job. And I'll get home and I was just so stressed. I just want to relax and watch Netflix every day. And I barely got any time for my kid. Like he would go to sleep by the time I got home, like because he was a little baby. And I wasn't caring for myself. I was caring for my husband and our house and keeping that clean, and plus working all those hours and then taking care of my son. And then I just had no time for me. So I started to gain a lot of weight because I wasn't doing self-care with my body. I was eating raw foods and not, replenishing my body with healthy foods, and I wasn't getting enough exercise. So I started, getting like pre-diabetic because I wasn't caring for myself. And I started developing some more health problems. Plus, I think I was also depressed. I started feeling like lots of depression symptoms, and it wasn't good for my mental health either because I wasn't spending time to care for myself. So I decided to start a blog called Mom Beach because I was working this awful job, and this boss was like super toxic and he would put me down all the time. So I decided to start that blog, and I help other moms, get out of debt, and also with self-care. And then I started following my own advice, and
I love it.
I started losing weight. Like I would walk every day during lunchtime, to give myself some exercise. And I started to care more about my needs because I was just putting everybody else before myself. And when you do that, the same as on an airplane, when they said to put your mask on first, I wasn't putting my mask on first. I was putting everybody else's mask on. And I was like going, like I'm going to keel over and die.
Yeah. Well, I get the picture. And how was it that sharing your story through your blog helped you? Well, you did mention actually, and that's where I want to go. It's quite funny. So you started that blog. On that blog, you started giving advice to the moms. And at one point, you started following your own advice. I want to know more about that.
Oh yeah, because I was just telling moms to budget, and to do like exercise and like also dieting. And I said maybe I should follow this diet because I wrote this blog post about the cert food diet, and like Christina Adele lost 90 pounds on this diet, and she's been maintaining her weight loss with it. Wow. So I thought, why don't I follow this diet, even though I wrote a blog post? The blog post was featured in USA Today and other top media.
Wow.
And I was also interviewed and stuff, and like it got a lot of New York Times and stuff. So I said maybe I should follow this diet. So I actually took my own advice and started following the diet, and I ended up losing like 20 pounds.
Wow! And congratulations!
It wasn't a really good diet, turns out, because it wasn't sustaining. Because you had to eat very low calories, and nobody can do that for too long.
No.
I get bored.
Exactly. So you've spoken about dieting. Eating well. You also did mention that you had a boss that was putting you down. So you said that you were working in that toxic environment. How were you able to, care for yourself while you were still in that environment?
Well, I wasn't caring for myself at all. Like I was taking care of everybody else. And it wasn't until I started my blog that I began to look at what I'm doing. Like, what am I doing with my life? I'm working these dead-end jobs. I was a contractor, so I wasn't getting any benefits. I'd got no time off. 60-hour weeks. I was a web developer. And I said, why am I a web developer? I hate this. Like, how did I get into this? I majored in graphic design. I wanted to be like an artist, a graphic artist or something,
Yeah.
And I found myself in this dead-end career that I didn't like to do, but I was getting a lot of money from it, like get like 120 an hour. And
so that's good money.
Good money, yes. And I needed to support my family, and I just had to keep doing it to support my family. And my hands started hurting. I started getting carpal tunnels because all the coding, and I just fell into this career because I couldn't get a job as a graphic designer when I graduated. So I just kept trying to get coding jobs because that's what I could do too. Yeah, so I just kind of fell into this. I wasn't happy. That's the main thing. If you're not happy, even though I'm making all this money, if you're not happy, and
Yeah.
something, you gotta change. So I decided to just to work on my blog, and then the first year it wasn't really going anywhere. I was going to quit because I was only getting $100 a month, and my family
Okay.
and friends were laughing at me. They were saying, "Oh, you can't quit your 9 to 5. You can't do your blog. It's like it's a waste of time." And I said, "I need to focus on my 9 to 5 because I have a family to support." And I was just feeling really miserable. It's like I felt like I was going nowhere. But then I just decided to just keep on with my blog. And then like a couple months more, I ended up getting into this ad network, and I started making like 1,000 a month.
Okay.
And just kept building and building. And I kept, I said, maybe I can do this, So I did lots more exercise, and I started caring more about myself, and giving myself some time. Like I would go take a bubble bath, and get my nails done, my hair done.
Yeah, that
I
feels
started
good.
doing a lot better because I was just this mangy mom.
Yeah. Oh, oh yeah, I feel you. Those things feel amazing. And what I find interesting in what you just said is that these naysayers around you, even if they love you and you love them, you didn't listen to them, but you did start doubting yourself, but you took a decision and you made things happen as you went into those groups. And what I like about your story is that as your project was successful, you started taking care about yourself.
Yes. Because
Hmm.
I got more self-esteem because I said, look at what I've done. I made this blog, and it's been being featured in Business Insider and Forbes and Huffington Post, and I was getting all this media attention, and I was asked to be on all these podcasts and news articles, and they're writing an article about me for Business Insider, like actually an interview, and it's going to come out in the middle of the month. So
Wow.
getting all this media attention, I started getting lots of self-esteem because of the blog, and I started feeling really good about myself, and thinking, look what I've done. And now I've taken it into a business. So now I do this full time, and I got so much more time to do self-care. Like I spent all day Friday on self-care, actually.
Oh, wow. Who here in the viewers, but I would love to have each
Yeah.
week a Friday self-care.
Yeah, it's a self-care day where I don't do any work. All I do is write an email in the morning. And the
Okay.
rest of the day, I just maybe go to the nail salon. I got my nails done. They're like these
They're beautiful. Yeah,
silicone nails.
show them to us. I was looking at them as you were talking. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah, I
love
got my
them.
nails done, and I need to get my hair done, but I'm trying to grow my hair out. I don't want to dye it anymore. I'm trying to grow it out because I want it to get
Okay.
long like yours.
Yeah.
And I always kept cutting it short to like chin length, but I
Yes.
want to get it to more. I want to get it longer, and I wanted to have nice curly, pretty hair like I used to, and
Yeah.
so I'm trying to do that. And I make sure to buy like nice makeup, at Sephora, just let it look nice every day. And you guys, yeah, spend some money on yourself too. Like I know moms, they just want to spend the money on their kids or their husband or their house, but they don't spend any money on themselves. And like every once in a while, I'll get myself some new jewelry. Like I got this cute little necklace
Yeah,
set.
it's cute indeed.
Yeah,
It
and
goes
I
with your
like to get
shirt
that.
also.
Yeah, I got some snowflakes on my shirt too. You just gotta do some time and have like maybe a self date. Last night I had a self date. I went to see Megan. It's this robot movie. It was really
Okay.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's in the movie, so I had a self date, and I took myself out on a date. I was alone. I got to eat what I wanted. I got some fattening food.
Yes.
Just
That feels
chill.
good. That
Yeah.
feels good. And I totally relate. Just to share a bit about that. It's just last summer that I went to the restaurant alone for the first time. I had so much fun talking with the waitress. And I also went to the watch movies alone. And me too. I got my sludge, I got my chips and the M&M, the whole 9 yards. And I was
Yeah.
enjoying it. I was laughing. It felt good. Really, it felt good. And we need a certain level of confidence to be able to go out and do those things alone. I thought, I'm a bit shy, but that people that were alone, I didn't have a high opinion. But now that I've done it, I
Yeah.
admire these people.
Yeah,
a
what's
lot.
the point? You can't talk to someone during a movie, like might as well just go by yourself. Then my husband will go by the movie himself too. Then when he's seen the movie, we will talk about it.
Yeah. And I'm curious. So each week you have that Friday self-care where you get your nails done, you're looking to go do your hair, but what else do you do to practice self-care on a weekly basis or
Well, I
even
try.
on a daily basis?
Oh yeah, yes. Every day I get like exercise. I'm trying to lose weight. I gained some weight over COVID because I just wasn't exercising enough. I
A
went,
lot of people can relate to that. Yeah,
yeah,
we're
I was
all in
working
there.
this job, and I had to walk like maybe a mile a day to get to my office from the car lot.
Mm.
So I stopped walking so much. So I started putting on the pounds, but I've lost 20 pounds. Like I was at 280, but now I'm down to 260. So I'm trying to
That's
get
amazing.
back to the way I was before COVID was like 240.
Yeah.
And my ideal weight's probably like around like 220 to 230 because I'm 6 feet tall and big boned.
Wow. Okay, you're a tall
That's
woman.
a healthy weight. Yeah, it's healthy. I
Yeah.
can't be like 100 pounds or something. I'll be like a skeleton.
And you're saying something important here. I mean, what's on the scale can give us an idea, but at the end of the day, it's how you look, how you feel in your body. And I
Hmm.
know I've got some friends, they've got beautiful curves and
Hmm.
they look amazing. And it's the energy, so it's not what's on the scale basically. And then again, you decide that you want to do exercise and you want to be changing something that, well, you're empowered. So I'm like, hey girl, go for it. I'm behind you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Uh, so on a daily, well, I'm going to go in another direction. I'd love to know, like, um, do you do let's say meditation, journaling, uh, art? Is there a is there a part of your self care that revolves around that?
Oh yes. I also do like digital painting. I would go to anime conventions and sell like anime art
Wow.
of Naruto and those different animes I like.
Yeah.
And I would do that. And so sometimes I'll do some digital painting like my family members or pets,
Yeah.
just for fun, or I'll relax and play like a video game with my husband. He's a big gamer, so we
Yeah.
played Elden Ring. It was this video game, and I played this fighter where I just got out in front of people and would slash them up, like that, monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
Dragons, there's lots of dragons in that game, so I
Yeah.
played that for like some self care, just get my mind off things. 'Cause you can't like work all the time and clean up all the time, and spend all your day cleaning and work.
Exactly.
There's more to life than that.
Yeah. And what's fun is that when actually you're gaming, you're spending time with your husband. So there's some bonding that's happening there. Uh, And I'd like to know if there's a mom listening today or a mompreneur, uh, what's what advice would you like to tell her if she's on the fence or if she doesn't know where to start with her self-love journey? And I'm just going to give a bit of context because as moms, sometimes we, as you said, we prioritize our our children, our husbands, our home, and we don't take care of ourselves. So, what would be the number one tip you would give them for them to go over that mentality that they must take care of other people to the point where they forget themselves?
Well, they could just start by just taking a walk, and maybe put some headphones on with their favorite music, just to relax, or even, just have some me time, like take a bubble bath, and say, hey, husband or significant other, like, could you watch, so and so while I like get some like relaxation, and you lock your door. You don't let anybody in, not even your pets, because my pets will come up to my bathtub and want to play. No pets allowed, no kids. I lock the door, it's all about me. And I just go in my bubble bath and soak. And I got my bath bombs from Lush. Like
Yes.
I subscribe to the Lush Kitchen, and you get like monthly bath bombs sent to you.
Yeah.
So I get those and I just relax. Now I like read a trashy fashion magazine,
Yeah.
and just look at it, stuff I can't afford anyway.
Got you. It's still fun, right? And it doesn't cost much. And that's precious what you just said, because it was number one. ask for help, as you want to do, you have some responsibilities. Let's say you have younger children and you ask for help. And number two is to let the world know that you're taking that time for yourself. I love it. It's really important. And you were talking that you had a subscription for your bath bombs. At one point, I actually had a subscription, and it was for underwear. Each month, I was getting underwear with I don't remember how the Naughty Knockers, I think they were, and that was fun. That was fun. But after a year, I mean, the drawer was absolutely
too much
full.
underwear. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, you're quite an interesting lady. You inspire me. How you started your business and you touch so many women. How would you say your relationship or the work you do contributes to your self-love journey and your personal growth?
Well, I'm able to get enough sleep because I'm not working like 60 hours. Like I'll have to get up and like stay until 2 a.m. sometimes at this company because I was deploying software, and if something happened with the software, I had to go and fix it, and I had to be on call like 24 hours sometimes. Like it was just no way to live. And now because I have my own business, I can set my own hours. Like I only work 4 hours a day. I usually get done around 12. Like this is work for me, I guess, but it's fun work.
Yeah, it is fun for me too.
I stop working afternoon, and then the rest of the day I'll spend time with my child or like do some grocery shopping, or clean the house, and organize it and stuff a little bit, and just keep the house clean and maybe make dinner and do meal planning, stuff like that. After afternoon I don't work anymore. Yeah, so it's like I have so much more time, and my house, looks a lot nicer. It's not like a big mess, even though I have a 7-year-old that's messy right now because my 7-year-old's here. It's Martin Luther King Day, so he stayed home from school.
Okay.
So
it's what day you said?
Huh?
It's what day at school you said?
It's Martin Luther King Day today.
Oh, okay.
It's like a holiday in America.
Okay.
A lot of people get off school. So Bryan's home. He's my son. He's 7 years old.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's lucky to have a mom that can be there when he's off school. That's quite
yes.
blessing.
I would have to, I'm thinking like I would have to get like a daycare and pay all kinds of money for the daycare, in order to, because I would have to work because my job, I would not get today off. My husband does not get today off.
Correct.
Yeah, especially during the holidays. Bryan got 2 weeks off, so I was able to spend time with Bryan during the holidays.
Yeah, you get to decide when you work or not, and your work schedule seems amazing. You've got the nice lifestyle, so that's what you were able to do with your blog, and certainly we can see how that has improved and contributes to give you more time for self-love and self-care.
Yeah, especially because I'm serving others. Because when you serve others, you serve yourself, and I feel like I'm serving all these moms and helping them with their self-care and their budgeting and meal planning and what have you.
Most certainly, because you have so many viewers. Is that how we say, or readers? How do we call them? That go visit your website or blog.
Well, I just call it like visitors or something.
Oh, visitors. There we go. So, yeah. How many visitors is it per day?
For like a month, I get like 250,000 a month visitors.
Yeah, so that's a lot. You're impacting, we can agree, a lot of lives. You are. That's amazing. So, wow, this is fun and time is flying. I know you have a gift for our viewers today. Before you talk to us about the gift, what would be your last thoughts about self-care and self-love that you would want to share with us today?
Well, for any moms that are listening and you feel like you can't love yourself, regardless, like you may think that you're too heavy or you're too old, or just whatever, like you're still a wonderful person and you deserve love and you deserve to love yourself. Like don't think about stuff that you can't do. Think about stuff that you can do. Like maybe you can try to lose weight. Anybody can if that's where you are, or you could try to look nicer, like maybe get some nicer clothes or like go shopping like at Ross. Ross is a wonderful store. It's a discount store. They have like name brands.
I love Ross.
It's cheap. Yeah. You go
Yeah.
shopping and buy a nice dress at Ross, dress yourself up, get some makeup, and just look your best, because like you have to love yourself. You can't just, let yourself go,
Mm.
and because like I was a mangy mom, like I was just way too overweight, I was pre-diabetic, I could have ended up with diabetes.
Yeah. And we know that that brings a lot of consequences, and we don't want that. Well, that's great advice. It's to give yourself the permission, basically, to if to sum up what you just said. And it's those things, they may seem small, but they make a huge difference. So, Becky, I know that you have a gift for people who want to continue the relationship with you and would like to be in contact with you. So, could you please tell us about what you'd like to offer to our viewers?
Oh, yes, it's the 30 Days to Greater Self-Love Daily Love Tracker. And this tracker has 30 actions to take each day to get yourself in the mindset of self-care. There's like several different ideas you can do each day, like such as keep a journal, and then another day you forgive yourself, and another one is stop seeking approval, and a sit by yourself, visit the doctor or dentist, have fun one day. Just several different ways to do some self-care to put yourself first.
I love it. I love it. That sounds lovely. Thank you so much for being generous and for offering this gift. And I really, really enjoyed welcoming you today to the interview. You're fun, genuine, and certainly inspiring. So once again, Becky, thank you very much. And I certainly will be in contact with you, as well as our viewers who want to grab your gift. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you.